Now that we've seen two examples of how machines can either increase or decrease the amount of force you put into them, we need to talk about mechanical advantage. Now, mechanical advantage is a number which tells us the number of times a machine multiplies your input force. So if the machine is increasing your distance and decreasing your force, that means that that mechanical advantage number is going to be less than 1. So if you're putting 10 newtons of force into a machine, but you're only getting 5 newtons out because it's doing it over a longer distance, then that mechanical advantage would be 0.5, because that would be half. Other machines that increase your force, that mechanical advantage will be greater than 1. So let's look at an example of how that works. Okay, so to help explain mechanical advantage, I made a very crude lever here, which if you've done the readings on the simple machines and the levers, you could identify this as a second-class lever because the fulcrum is at the end, our input force is going to be at the far other end, and the resistance, the object we're going to be lifting up, is somewhere in between. Now, in this example, I have it right near where we're going to be applying our input force. So I want to see how much this actually weighs when we try and pick it up with the scale. So I'm going to put my scale on this and pick it up. And let's just see what that is. So we're at about 10 newtons to pick that up. Now, what happens if we move that farther down here? Set that down. I had to clamp this on so it doesn't fall off. Okay. Ready. Okay, hey, 3 newtons. Now, to lift it from there, it's only 3 newtons. But when it was back here at the end, it was 10 newtons. Did this somehow all of a sudden lose mass and become lighter? I don't think so. But what happens is I am lifting it farther out here. So I can do that with less force, and that means that this machine is multiplying my force. It's actually a little bit more than tripling my force because I'm going from 3 to 10 newtons. I'm lifting a 10 newton object using only 3 newtons of force. So this thing is multiplying my force. If you divided 10 by 3, you would get 3.33, and that would be the mechanical advantage. And that's just an example of how a lever can make work easier. Cats always make work harder. What are you doing? I'm trying to make a video here. Do you mind? Can't you be like a dog and just go lay down somewhere?